Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another WWE Mayhem video. In this video, I wanted to talk about the featured case rigged drop rate. And by that, I mean the Junkyard Dog case, which is all the featured cases. As you guys can see here, these cases actually have a 0.5% chance to get a 3-star and a 0.12% chance to get a 4-star. And those of you guys might remember that the most recent Jake the Snake case got a buff of, I believe, 10.08% and 2.52% for the 3 and the 4-star. Now, a lot of you guys have asked me, how can I tell that the cases are rigged? Well, let's spin one out for you guys. So here is a Junkyard Dog case live for you guys. Now, if you look on the wheel, you can see there was a 3-star very briefly on the wheel. Now let's see how long it actually takes for him to show up again. Because if it was legit 5%, you'd actually see him quite a bit. So at a 0.5% chance, you're probably not going to see him for like another minute or so. And are you going to see the 4-star Junkyard Dog on the wheel? Absolutely not. So basically, the way you can tell if a case is rigged is how often does a particular character show up on the wheel. So we saw a 3-star Junkyard the Dog once. We've seen a bunch of other characters show up multiple times. So, okay, there was a 4-star Junkyard Dog that showed up there. So yeah, he is on the wheel, but your chances of getting him are probably next to nothing, because that is not going to show anything. And actually, 4-star Junkyard Dog showed up right in between a 3-star Dog Ziggler. So, my logic could be wrong in that, yes, you can still get him. But, let's take a famed case, for example, which has a decent chance of getting Ted Dibiase. So, you can see Ted Dibiase showed up on the wheel. Ted Dibiase showed up on the wheel. Ted Dibiase again showed up on the wheel. A little bit of a pause there. 4-star Ted Dibiase showed up on the wheel. Ted Dibiase 4-star showed up on the wheel. A little bit of a pause here. And okay, I'm not seeing Ted Dibiase on the wheel now. But you guys kind of get an idea of how the cases are a little bit rigged. There's a Jake this. There's Ted Dibiase showing up again. But you guys can see how much more often you guys are seeing Ted Dibiase versus the Junkyard Dog. And they have almost the same drop rates. Yet you're seeing Ted Dibiase way more often. So if you hit the wheel, you're still likely to get garbage, but in that case, you at least see Ted Dibiase on the wheel. So if we spin out one more Junkyard Dog case, this is for science, those of you guys that are wondering if the cases are rigged or not. So you can see even Chris Jericho showed up. There was a 3-star Junkyard Dog. But at a 5% chance, he should show up pretty frequently. There was the 4-star making an appearance on the wheel. There he was again. So I don't know if the trick is to make it stand out a little bit. And yeah, nothing good coming out of the core. You got a 3-star Luke Gallows. You guys get my idea of why I feel the case is rigged. Now, finally, I want to touch up on a subject that is very, very sensitive. And we're going to go into some Facebook screenshots in just a second. Alright, so as you guys can see here, 15th place on this ended up not getting a Jake the Snake. So by that logic, less than 300 people played the verses. And I've talked about the problem with 3-star verses is that there's a 25,000 point cutoff that you need to make. So you actually have to play about 15-20 matches to do it. Now, is that really that big of a deal? No, but when you're scoring 1,000,000 points and you're either doing 6 full cycles of 3-stars or you're dumping gold, that is just an awful result. Getting almost a full 3-star and 54-star keys. Now, I'd also like to point out that Jura, also known as Kizzp on the YouTube channel, posted this screenshot getting number 12 and 1.012 million getting him at 12th place. So he basically missed it by about 40,000 score. That was the difference between getting him and not, which really, really sucks, in my opinion. Now, going back to a post that I saw, which I believe got deleted on either the WWE Mayhem or the Mayhemers Unite Facebook group, I actually saw somebody in the beginners bracket at rank 15 at 15 to 30%. I couldn't find the post to actually show it off. However, that is just embarrassing. So, yes, I have 3-star Jake Roberts. I managed to fish around in the fame cases and was able to get him. However, I'd also like to point out that the current 3-star Junkyard Dog versus, which is right here, also uses the same 5% threshold with a 20,000 score in order to qualify for rank awards. Now, in my personal opinion, they need to eliminate the bracketing for 3 stars, or they need to make 3 stars top 50, because let's face it, the 3 stars are not that good in this game. If we take, for example, my maxed out 3-star Undertaker, which is my strongest character outside of Kofi Kingston, who I haven't leveled up, you can see that 5,670 health, 554 damage, and he has 13 overdrives. Now, if we look at the 2-star Macho Man, who is currently overdrive 52, you can see that he has 5,923 health, 586 damage. If I had my Andre the Giant at overdrive 50, I could show you even better results, but this just goes to show you that, in my opinion, 3 stars are really bad in this game. WWE Mayhem over a year ago defended that 3 stars are fine, and yeah, maybe if you get a maxed out 3-star, you're going to have about 9,000 in stats, but let's face it, it's much harder to max out 3 stars in this game than it is 2 stars. So, on a comparable power level, I think the 3 stars need to be a little bit buffed, or the 2 stars need to be nerfed a little bit. And by that, I mean, bring the 2 stars down so they max out right where a maxed out 3-star is, and then 3 stars in this game won't be trash. But I wanted to make a post on the 3-star versus and the rigged case is drop rates explained. So when you see the JYD case, which is right here, and you see that it has a 5% drop rate and a 1.2% drop rate, this is incorrect. And the reason this is incorrect is because I've done testing with the Brie Bella cases and have confirmed that out of 1,200 cases, I got 1 4-star Brie Bella, and I believe I got 3 of the 3-star Brie Bella. So that is how I know that these cases are rigged, and it's got the exact same drop rate. So when Reliancegames increased the rewards, the rigged stats were not there. So they need to stop this and fix all the little junk in their game, like the featured drop rates, which are incorrect, and also fix 3-star versus, which is one of the reasons people don't play it. People play 2-star versus when there's actual 2-star characters, because it's pretty easy to get a 2-star character. You farm 40, 50,000 points. It's minimal effort. And for a 2-star, I feel that's how it should be. There's no reason we should be bracketing 3-star versus. 4-star versus, I think, is in a great position, because if you want a 4-star character, I feel you should be spending gold. But I also feel that for 3-star versus, you should not have to spend gold. So if you're using an average cycle of, let's say, 130 to 150 2 and 3 stars, and you farm about 200,000 in a cycle, that means you have to actually stop for about 15-20 hours a day, I'm not joking, to not spend gold in 3-star versus, and that's just a big headache. And whatever happened to the days of 3 stars being given out in events? I think the right thing to do would be to give out all the 3 stars within these events, or change the 3-star versus to be global 1 to 50, or bracketed 1 to 50, 1 to 30, 1 to 20 beginner. It's just more fair. And I would like to see, based on analytics, the Mayhem population continues to go down, with no advertising of changed features outside of YouTube videos, which, let's face it, Desert Eagle and Colby were two of the more popular Mayhemers. I'm not popular in compared to them. Yes, a lot of you guys do tune in my content because they're not around. You tune into Kizzp because they're not around. You tune into DRS Reviews TV because they're not around. So, let's face it. Yes, all of those people are great people, great content creators. But there's no doubt that the way that WWE Mayhem is going to survive is not just from us, the players. The developers have to actually put some effort into advertising their game, be it on WWE.com or promote some posts. Like, you want to promote 5,000 followers on Twitter, which, if you have tens of thousands of people playing your game, that shouldn't be difficult at all. But a company like Mortal Kombat Mobile, I believe, has 40,000 followers, and they have probably 20 to 30 times the amount of people. So it's a good step to try to get followers on Twitter. However, it's just like follow for follow on YouTube. Nobody cares if you don't have anything good to say. So if you like this video talking about rigged drop rates in the featured case, as well as 3-star versus being absolute garbage in its current state, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other WWE Mayhem videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono, my Instagram, which is HollywoodShono is God, and if you guys want me to talk about other topics within the game that are very controversial, leave your comments down below. I'd like to talk about them. Thank you very much for watching. Let's get 3-star versus and the featured drop rates reduced, or take the 2 stars out of the case. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!